what I have done, I have downloaded the trial from Tibco's website, and it looks like this. This is a zip file of some 800 MBs. The business event enterprise 540. You can also download this and unzip. So to install, there are two ways. One is there are actually more than two ways, but we will see two ways here. One is to unzip this file here and run this installer. The second one is the silent install. Silent install is the command line installation. So this silent file is required for that kind of installation. So the silent install by its name suggests that you don't have any control or any any prompts here and there. You just have only you just have to run one command and the installation will be done. So the question comes, what will be the location of installation? So are we able to change that? So you can edit this file before running silent installation, and you can change the installation route to any folder of your choice.
Okay.
You can control which features do you want to install by setting this as false or true. By default, everything is true in this file. These are all the components which are getting installed along with your B. So what we'll do, we'll just quickly run this setup and do the installation.
Okay.
So this is the executable that I have started. So we just have to quickly understand what are the files in this zip. So these are the feature config files. These are the XML documents, and there is a respective assembly file. So for every feature config file, we have a assembly file. So each feature config file has this information that what is the assembly and what are the components of that assembly. So if we see, we have this server assembly. So we have this source bin, and these are the files, the executable files that we have in the bin directory. So each of these assemblies is responsible for our installation to be happening on our system. So this is the UI of our installer. So when we say next, it will ask for end user license agreement, accept, next. You can create a new Tibco home. So Tibco home is standard for a lot of Tibco products. So you can create a new Tibco home and install all of your Tibco products in one directory so that they can work with each other. So we are not installing active spaces right now, but if we have to, then we will always install it in the same Tibco home.
Okay. So you mean to say BW and all the Tibco products can be installed in the same installation directory?
Exactly.
Okay. Okay.
So I have created a new Tibco home, C:/Tibco training. Next, then I have this window where I have all the things selected, but there is a catch here. I will not be able to proceed. It will give some error at this place. Let's see what is it. So it is saying dependency check failed. The installation feature Tibco business events data grid has failed and internal dependency check. So Tibco active spaces common or above 220 or above is required and could not be located in current Tibco home directory. Choose one of the following options. So we can change the selection. So it is saying that this thing, the data grid, Tibco business events data grid, is dependent upon active spaces. So active spaces, as we discussed in the previous session, that it is cache provider for us. So this data grid feature is not installed, is not getting installed because we do not have active spaces. What you can do for now, till we download active spaces and install, we can customize this installation. Come here, select this, and say next. So we are skipping that installation. So in the previous screen, it was asking for Eclipse. So it has Eclipse bundled with it. So what happens is this Tibco Studio is nothing but it is Eclipse with a set of plugins which are working together to give you Studio kind of functionality. So it was asking that if you want to install a new Eclipse, or do you have a Eclipse on your system, and if you want to use that. So usually nobody wants to like use their own Eclipse and do the dirty installation. They come with a clean Eclipse platform installation and use it only.
Okay.
So as soon as I say next, the installation begins. The installation has three uh, phases. One is pre-install, second is actual install, and third is post-install. So a lot of things happen pre-installation, like the dependency check kind of things. Then we might get errors in the pre-install as well, like we see. Then we have the installation phase. So the current previous screen was for the installation phase, and this one is for post-install. If you can see, it reads performing post-installation task. So post-installation tasks are like there are certain files where you need to change certain paths, like your installation location, and maybe changing the permission of executable files. So those kind of things are taken care in this post-installation task. So why I'm saying this is important to know is when you will be installing, you will have some failure, but you will not be able to identify that what went wrong. You need to first understand that there are three phases of installation, and anything can go wrong in any of the phases, and how to. I'll also explain how you can go and check if something has failed. So this is the summary, post-install summary.
Okay.
Features have been installed. Installation environment details. Environment name is Tibco training. Environment location is C/Tibco training. For more details, refer to installation log file located at. So this is the location where we have our log files.
Okay. So, Rishabh, I see State Modeler and Decision Manager also got installed. So all these add-ons are in single executables?
No, we will see the installation directory first. So this is the log files, the installation log files. If something goes wrong, the error log file will be created here. You can always open it and see what went wrong. So it looks like this. Like it is substituting certain variables, it is doing this and that. So when we do a silent install, then also we will get some kind of folder created here. It is in user home, and there is a hidden folder called .tibco, and in this .tibco folder we have all the installation. And this is standard for all the Tibco products, not just BE. Any other product you will install, you will have installation logs here.
Yeah, right.
So I am going to see the directory and try to address the query. So we have this folder Tibco training, and now we have 5 folders here. So install info is the place where all the supporting files went into. Then let's keep B folder as it is for now. Then we have release notes. So for all the products, the release note, the install info folder, the Tibco JRE folder, and tools folder. These are the common folders. If you are going to install AS or active spaces, you'll have a folder called AS created parallel to this B. If you are installing BW, you'll have BW folder parallel to this B. So all the other folders are common.
Common, yeah.
Then we have this tools and an universal installer folder. This particular executable is responsible for uninstallation. So if we run this, it will ask me what do you want to uninstall. So you don't have standard uninstall kind of thing like we do in any Windows application, like going to control panel, uninstall a program. You'll not find the listed there. So if you want to uninstall it, properly uninstall it, you can come and run this file under tools, universal uninstaller. Then you'll have to select uninstall a product from Tibco home, and you can select which Tibco home. So I have a previous Tibco home, I'll select that. Press next. It will ask me the installation wizard will remove product or component from your system. So there might be a situation where I have installed 540, then I have installed 541 service pack on the top of 540, maybe 541 HF1 a hotfix. So Tibco B has releases every quarter or 6 months. So they have service packs or they have hot fixes coming up, and you can install them also on the same Tibco home. So there are certain jar files which are having fixes. So what happens is it will be replaced and you'll have the fixed functionality in the same installation. You don't have to like reinstall everything. You can patch the installation basically. So if you have that kind of installation, this screen will list you what kind of patches you have applied in the form of service packs or in the form of hotfixes. You can always select a hotfix to be uninstalled or a service pack to be uninstalled, or all the three can be uninstalled. So that kind of thing will be listed here. Right now we don't have that kind of complex installation, so we can just go ahead and say next, and it will uninstall everything from that Tibco. Yeah, now it is giving me this option, custom uninstaller and typical. So custom has this control. So right now I do not have a lot many things installed. I just have this one thing. So I can select this and say next. Uninstall. The directory Tibco B540 will have some traces. So basically, uh, all the files are deleted, but due to permission issues, some of the files cannot be deleted. So what we can do, we can see and check the size. It is less than 20 MBs here. You can come and delete this folder. It is safe to delete it right now. Now we will go back to our latest installation. So we have seen all the other 4 folders. Now we'll see B directory. So in B we have this version number. So if I'm installing 5.5, it will go into a different folder. But if I'm installing 5.4.1 or 5.4 hotfix 1, then it is going to patch the existing folder. If I'm installing 5.5, it will go like this. If I'm installing 5.3, it will go like this. So it will never happen that different major releases will overwrite each other or interfere with each other. So B has that kind of assumptions, that kind of design followed.
Okay. What is the latest release in the market right now?
That is 5.6.
5.6. Okay. And the sixth, that DE6 is made is it's significantly different from 5X.
Yeah, but it will take time to get the traction in the market, because uh, most of the companies are adamant to use 5.0 only, because they have a lot of migration efforts involved for 6.0. So it is not going to be like the thing in the town uh, very soon, because people will do their POCs first. Uh, they'll try to like see what they're gaining from the migration. If there is not much, they'll continue with 5x only.